Alright, hey guys, this is the Pipboy 3000 that I made for a friend. It's 3D printed. Um, as you can obviously tell, I'm using a 40 sys 4.3 inch touchscreen here. Um, the link will be in the description. I'm using an Autofruit battery charger and a booster because the lipo battery, which sits behind the foam here. I know it's hard to see, but anyway, it's 3.7 volts, and the display requires 5 volts. So that little board, and again, the link is in the description. Um, Boosts that voltage up to 5 volts, and it also allows me to charge the battery through this little SparkFun um, USB. So I know we've seen a lot of these Pip-Boys on around the internet. The first thing I want to do is show you the functionality of it. So everything is touch screen, as you see. All of the buttons are linked together, and I'm going through them fast because there's just a lot of them. But people who know the Fallout game, they already know these screens. Um, so yeah, I've also got this working, and you got the stats, items, and data. If I hit a button, the LED comes on. The same thing with these others. One of the problems I ran into with this screen wasn't really a problem, because the idea that I had when I made this was I wanted to see if I could make it without any code. With no code, there is no microcontroller in here. No Arduino, no microcontroller. I did not write one single line of code to make this work. Everything is done through the display, and through the program that 40sys has. It's literally like a what you see is what you get type of thing. So every one of these screens, these are just screens that I drew up in Microsoft Paint. And all of these little buttons are just buttons that I sort of drag down in the software onto the screen, and I basically said when I press here to load form whatever, and well, that's form whatever. Um, so I really like 40sys. They make good quality stuff. It's a little pricey, but I think it's pretty neat that you can make something like this with literally no programming skills. I mean, that's neat. Um, Another thing that sets this Pip-Boy apart from the others that you see out there is it's actually wearable. Now, I'm going to open this up, and you're going to see two slots here that were made by the original designer, of which I don't know his name. He'll be in the description. But he was the guy that actually designed all of these 3D prints. That gave his files up for download, so I just downloaded them and printed them out. But his idea was to take like Velcro straps in between these two notches, and secure it to your arm. That didn't work. Not even close. You put it on your arm, and it'd fall off. So I developed this little mechanism where I've got two holes here. And as the foam compresses on your arm, you take a locking ring and you put it in the holes, and it locks onto your arm. Another thing I want to show you before I get to that is I lined this here with just some material that I got from a craft store. This is just some felt, and underneath it is actually wool, I believe. So not only does it look nice, it's comfortable. All right, so I'm gonna put this on, and I hope you can see how I'm going to do this. So I'm going to lay this down, take my arm, put it in, then I'm going to close this, and I want to grab my locking ring, and as I press down onto here, I want to secure my locking ring in place. Now I know it's not the the best way to put it on, but the thing about this technique is this thing is secure. I can turn this around, I can move it, I can do all of this stuff, and this I mean it's secure. You can actually wear this to to a party or to Dragon Con or whatever you want. So as you see, it works great. And turn it off, turn it on. Do whatever I want. So yeah, I'm very happy with it. It works great. Some of the problems I ran into with the programming is because of the way I did it. It's not very efficient. So each screen, for instance, this screen, this actually has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 different buttons on it that all pointed to different places. And if I press this button, this screen here has again 11 different buttons. So it's everything's mapped together, so you can you don't have to go to a home screen or something like that, which is good when you're browsing the menus, but it's bad in that it takes up a lot of memory. And so the display, because I'm not using a microcontroller, doesn't have a lot of memory. So in the next version, I'm going to use an actual microcontroller and do the screens a lot different, so we can have the actual item screen and the data screen. So when I press these buttons, we literally go to those screens, and yeah, so we can see them. All right, so yeah, that's it. Thanks.